watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Dan.
Tony, welcome to Go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on? What? Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey Tony, you're not funny and you probably shit yourself a lot and you're no fun to be with and you don't make that much money and you're not going anywhere in show business and I hope you get hit by a bus.
had strategically dipped low all night. Your scarlet was apricot. You had one eye in the mirror and you watched yourself go by. And all the girls dream that they'd be your partner, they'd be your partner, and you're so vain. You probably think the song is about you, you're so vain. I'll bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you? You had me several years ago when I was still quite naive. Well, you said that we made such a pretty pair and that you would never leave. But you gave away the things you loved, and one of them was me. I had some dreams, they were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. You probably think the song is about you, you're so vain. I'll bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you? There were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. You probably think the song is about you, you're so vain. I'll bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you? When I hear you head up to Saratoga, and your horse naturally won, then you flew your Legion up to Nova Scotia to see the total eclipse of the sun. But you're where you should be all the time. When you're not, you're with some underworld spy or the wife of a close friend, wife of a close friend, and you're so vain. You probably think the song is about you, you're so vain. I bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you, don't you? You're so vain. You probably think the song is about you, you're so vain. You probably think the song is about you, you're so vain. I'll bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you, don't you? Party like you were walking onto a yacht. You had strategically dipped.
Well, hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. Diane's here.
Hi, everybody.
And it's and we're going to have a cheerful show.
We are.
Last week, we were like in tears almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a tough one.
It was, I mean, it was good, and I
Of
don't
course.
mind. But yeah, but we need to get back to
You got to bring
light.
it back up again. I
Yes.
feel like when you do things like that, and listen, it's all you. It's your show, and I think it's terrific that you give a voice to people like that. But you should probably, leave a half hour in the middle of the show for stuff like that. Like, come in, do your thing. If you want to have a guest, say, listen, you come in 12 to 12:30. We give you a spot from 12 or whatever, 11:30 to 12.
Right.
And then, finish the show on an upbeat.
Well, we kind of did that because then we went to the trivia
Yeah, we did.
after that.
We did. I understand.
Plus, it's Paul. He's just annoying.
Well, and again, that's true. It's Paul. So he's been posting some really cool videos of him singing with the new band.
Yes, I did see some of that,
very
yeah.
impressive stuff. Yay, Paul.
Really? Okay.
I'm impressed.
Don't go too far because, he'll...
No, it was really good.
His head is very
I'm a little-
inflatable.
I would just not say anything if I didn't have anything nice to say.
Nice.
I would never say anything bad, but I will say I was impressed with some of those
all right.
songs. he
Very
did.
nice. Paul, I hope you're hearing that. That's a big compliment coming from, world-class singer right
It's the
here.
truth. I speak the truth.
I know you do. I know you do. It's a Knockem Dead Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Tuesday Trivia coming at you in just a little while. If you watch it on Facebook, please follow the page and stay there and hang out if you want. We're also on YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube and hit the thumbs up and all that good stuff. If you want to play Tuesday Trivia with us, if you want to hang out with us today and join in our whatever we're talking about, well, do so on the YouTube channel because that is where we monitor the comments. Just like Jeff Bosey did. He says, good morning. Then he says, this song was about me, but I'm thinking it's about you.
You're so vain.
Right.
That's what you. Yes. I only know because you told me it was what the song.
Oh, you
was.
didn't even know what it was?
I couldn't hear it. I could just see that I was singing something.
Like, hey, that's me. John Rusciello, good morning, Tony, and a very good morning to you, young lady.
Good morning.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so not only do we have Diane, but Diane brought her sexy little self and...
some Popeye's fried chicken.
Woo!
Woo!
And we're gonna sit and watch Diane make a mess.
We're gonna make a mess. Look, I already wet the paper towels so that because I know ahead of time it's gonna be a mess.
And I brought.
And I don't know what you eat. You say you don't eat anything,
yeah.
And I didn't text you ahead to ask you what you wanted, so I just got, traditional chicken, but I got spicy and I got regular because I thought you might not
totally
be a
regular.
spicy guy.
I'm not.
Okay,
Well,
and I like the spicy. No, you're a spicy guy, but you don't like spicy food. You're spicy enough on your own.
Thanks for that.
Okay. But I did bring biscuits, which I normally wouldn't because I think they have the best biscuits. So I figured you should judge that too.
I don't know if I've ever had a Popeye's
Oh, no, wait.
biscuit.
These are fries. But I got those, which I don't, whatever. I thought you might like them. Oh, the biscuits are in here.
Good morning, Mr. Rusciello.
Good morning. Before you start the show with this wonderful woman, I want to commend you. You finally gave an introduction on the show that is worthwhile watching. You put Diane on. She sang a song. That's a wonderful intro. I got to tell you, Danny Bonaducci, he's a zero. All right? Jackie the Joke Man, he was okay, but he's 40 years past his prime. All right? And you finally got, an introduction that is worthwhile watching.
Aw, thank you.
Danny Bonaducci, when we first, got onto Cameo and, trying to find people that would do intros for us, Ruth Buzzy was $15. So we got her. And then Danny Bonaducci was $50. So we got him. And the rest of the people in that price range, we didn't know who they were. Now, Ruth Buzzy has since had a major stroke, so I just felt it was in poor taste to play the video, so I don't play it anymore. Plus, her fee has now gone up because we got right in the beginning of Cameo. She is now, pre-stroke, she was up to $150, and Bonaducci's price has even gone up. So I haven't gotten any more, but yeah, Jackie's is okay, and then we get the guy from the Jerky Boys. That was free. We actually interviewed him here on the show once, so he did that for nothing.
Well, that's good, but now you have somebody that's doing it for gratis,
yes,
and is much better. I mean, Danny Bonaducci, 1980, he was okay.
I think he was past his prime even at that time.
I was going to say 80, even late. Yeah.
He's like me. He's all dried up.
Well, that's a personal issue. And I'll tell you,
right away you're in the gutter.
I never came out of the gutter.
Well, save that for tomorrow's show. Oh, and I want to comment something about tomorrow's show.
Yes.
Can I make a suggestion?
Please.
Okay, you have two co-hosts that they basically come every day they're scheduled.
Correct.
I will not call Kaplan a co-host anymore. I would call him a surprise guest because you never know when he's going to come.
Yeah.
So I wish you would introduce him as your Wednesday surprise guest.
Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll if he shows up tomorrow.
You got a good shot of him showing up tomorrow.
Oh, all right. Good.
That's what I've been told.
Good to know.
That's what I've been told. All right, Diane, have a great show.
Thank you. We will.
You're stunning as usual.
Thank you.
And I'll talk to I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks for the call, pal. Goodbye. We have had, I think, I've had so many requests. That was one of the reasons I played that video. Plus, I knew I was going to have to get up and let you in and stuff. So I wanted to have something playing. But I've had so many requests. People telling me Diane needs to sing every week.
If you play something, I'll sing it.
All right. Well,
care.
and even after
I
a
almost
mouthful
killed
of
the
chicken.
lady Saturday night.
You almost what? Kicked the lady?
Killed the lady
Killed
during
the lady.
the show we did. During the Knockem Dead. I was singing my song and she fell on the floor.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to talk about all that.
Stopped it dead.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this first because I don't want it to get cold for either one.
Now,
of
do
us.
you want to be animals and eat it right out of the box, or do you want a plate?
Oh,
because I couldn't care less.
yeah. I
Look, I brought some nice wet paper towels so
Nice.
we get greasy hands.
Nice.
But I think that this is the spicy. They didn't mark it, but this looks like the spicy one to
How
me,
can
and
you
this
tell?
looks like the regular one because the spicy is a little bit darker. I'm going to tell you right now.
All right. We're gonna watch Diane
You're
eat some
watching
chicken.
me eat chicken.
Yeah.
This is so delicious. I'm going to try to be a lady, but it's not really going to work.
Yeah, we don't go for that classy stuff around here.
See, to me, the spicy's not really that spicy. Yeah, it's a little spicy. A
That's
little bit,
spicy.
tiny bit. So tiny bit, you wouldn't have even noticed it.
I would have. I would have. I'm such a baby when it comes to that. All right.
I love this.
I love that you love this. I love that you did this today. I didn't bring cash, so next week I'm going to pay you back, if that's okay.
You don't have to pay me for it.
No, I am. I'm paying you for it.
You let me eat
But what I did
fried
bring,
chicken while we're doing a show.
I did bring your very first Knockem Dead comedy check.
Woo woo! Look at that.
Diane made her Knockem Dead
Thank you.
debut over the weekend, and it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. It was great. It was really
I
great.
forgot so much stuff. Like, I really
So
thought
what?
in my head I knew the cue lines and when I was going to sing. Like, I'm talking with my mouth full.
I'm a pig. Yeah, I'm just.
But you guys are so funny.
Oh, thanks.
And just run with anything. Anything goes wrong, they just go with it. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Well, we don't
It's
really have a choice.
hilarious. It's great. It's great.
Well, thanks.
It was so much fun.
And glad you were glad you're a part of it. We had this. You weren't kidding. This is messier than I thought it would be.
I told you it was going to be messy.
You did.
That's
I
why
believed you.
Maybe you need a plate for your lap.
Well, I need a lot
Because
of
you know the bugs are going to come. The exterminator guy is going to have to work overtime.
Well, good.
Because you know we're not paying him any money with that Mets bet.
I know. I'm a little scared about that.
Why?
Because after the way they played this weekend.
Yeah, but they won, and now they're still up. Now.
Yeah, and Atlanta got killed
So,
last night.
Atlanta lost. The Mets won, so the Mets are still a game ahead. And
Yes.
Arizona lost. So now the Mets are only one game behind Arizona.
I did not know Arizona.
Yeah, there's all little parts to this thing, and I'm confident. I feel
Nice.
good.
Diane's so positive.
I feel good about it. I do. There's a plate.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm making it.
I don't know if I was allowed to open those plates, but I just did.
Yes, of course you are.
I made an executive decision.
You're just as much a part of this room as anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, this is good.
This is good. It's Bessie.
And I'm excited about the biscuits because I've never had a Popeye's biscuit.
Huh.
Why don't you? Now, what's the story? How come you don't like Zorn's?
I just don't think it's well seasoned. I just don't like it.
Well seasoned. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I like seasoning. I like my food to have flavor. As long as it's okay. But I don't like it. I mean, if I was going to go out and have fried chicken, that's not where I would pick to go.
And you're just a fried chicken person? Oh.
No.
Yeah, because I think I eat mostly rotisserie myself.
Love a good rotisserie chicken.
Nice.
Love it. And we'll make them. We'll roast them occasionally, but the Costco rotisserie chicken you just cannot go wrong. They're
Really? I've never had it.
Get out!
She's beating me up.
So you know how you can go to the supermarket to get these little rotisserie chickens, but they're scrawny and they're dried out. Costco, they're fresh. They come right out, and people are waiting in line to take them off the shelf.
Really?
All the time. And so you get it fresh, and they're huge, and they're juicy, and I don't know if they're still $5. Maybe they're $6 now. The best bargain you could get. Literally, if you have a family of 4, you could feed them with 1 chicken. I would always get 2, but for $10, and then you just add the sides. Crazy and delicious, and you can use them for so many things.
Somebody told me, a friend of mine told me that Costco, not frozen like to take home, but actually sell that they cook there, the best hot dogs. You're agreeing. Oh my God.
I got a little spice now.
No, this is perfect. Mouth to mouth.
You'd save me, Tony. I love it.
I'm here for you.
I'm a burned ballpark Frank on the barbecue girl. So those big giant hot dogs that are super big and fat, not for me, but I've heard then they're $1. How do you
$1?
Yeah, it's the $1 Costco hot dog.
Oh.
People love them. So
yeah, a friend of mine told me. He said they're the best hot dogs.
They're
He didn't tell me
brilliant
they're
at getting
$1.
people to come in, and you will walk in there just for the rotisserie chicken, but you have to walk all the way to the furthest back of the place, so they know you're going to do some,
smart.
impulse shopping.
Yep, smart.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Brilliant. But rotisserie chicken, the best.
Popeye should be paying us a sponsorship.
Right? I feel like.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Yeah, so you made your debut. Yeah, I thought you were fantastic. I really enjoyed
He's biased.
it. No, well, yeah. But I'm not wrong. I thought you fit right in. Super job with singing Copacabana. And yeah, I totally forgot that you almost did kill somebody. I've had my own dinner theater company since 2002, but I was already in that business before that. That was the first time that
Anybody went down.
Somebody fell while dancing.
Oh, God.
Thankfully, I mean, what would you say? She's probably in her early 70s, this lady? Late 60s at least.
I would have said in her 70s, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing Copacabana. People are dancing. And I don't know where this lady went down. Thankfully, she was okay. Thankfully, nothing happened. She said she felt like her shoe got stuck on the floor.
Stuck on something, right. Yeah.
So she just fell. It was nothing like... Because when I saw the white hair, my first thought was heart attack.
Yeah, right.
Which I think that has happened at one of our shows.
Well, that kind of counts as going down, right? I mean, they went down.
True.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thankfully she was okay.
Yeah, she was laughing immediately. She got right back up, thank goodness.
And you guys handled it like champs, just went right back to what you were doing.
Yeah.
It was great.
I know, I didn't know what to do. Because that's never happened before. But, yeah, thankfully we were able to pick it right back up and keep going.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. I had a fun weekend. I had my 40th reunion, which was also good. I will be really careful about this because I don't know if it might get out.
So
no, I will tell you, I told you when I agreed to do your show that Anthony said to me, well, what if there's an after party and you want to go to that? And I knew that wouldn't be the case. And part of the reason is, as much as I love to have a conversation and can do it with anybody as long as there's a conversation to be had.
Sure.
Probably one of the things I hate more than anything else is small talk. And I'm just to, speak for the sake of hearing your voice or just filling dead space just makes no sense to me, and I just can't stand it. So what it turned into, and what I fully expected it would turn into, was there were some people I was genuinely happy to see and surprised to see, and I'm a hugger, and I hug them and kiss them, and it's so great to see you. You look great, blah, blah, blah. I don't really want to spend time, doing the question and answer thing.
So what are you doing now? And
I just don't really care that much what they're doing. Are you good? You happy? You look happy. Good, you're happy. I don't really care why. I just don't.
That's fantastic.
But it's the truth.
Oh,
I don't need
cool.
to know everybody's life story. So,
sure.
We were the first people to hit the food. As soon as the food opened, let's go eat. And we got the food. We sat in a corner. And we just kind of watched. And I scoped the room and would point people out.
Right.
Just didn't. And people I really didn't go over and say hello to, which part of me felt a little bad about that. But I just don't like making small talk.
Yep.
I can wave. I can hug you. I can kiss you. But I really just not doing the small talk thing.
And I find it's a little weird because you know what people are doing now because of social media.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them I was really surprised to see and had no connection with them since, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was, whoa, But, yeah, others I see, they have grandkids or,
right.
I know they have kids and the ones that have families. But others, I had no idea what they were doing.
So, all right, but you don't enjoy the small talk, so...
and I don't really want to talk about myself.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I really don't.
Got really nothing to say about that. I mean, I have a grandson.
Right.
That's going to be my number one subject. And, the rest of it is really nobody's business if you're not in my life. If you're not in my circle, I don't really need you to know about that stuff.
If someone says something that I had a similar experience, and I might say, oh, yeah, I did this once, or I met that one, or I went to a ball game and this happened.
Right. But they're not, for the most part. They're just making, small talk. If somebody would say something that would spark conversation, I'd be happy to have it.
Are you nostalgic that you would go to this and talk about, remember when we did this? Remember this teacher? Would you do a lot of that?
I would, but it doesn't really come up. It's, I did actually speak with somebody about a guidance counselor and a teacher that I've connected with through social media.
The one who lives on Fire Island.
Yes, one of them. But that's it. That's 3 minutes of a conversation.
Right.
I saw him. He's doing great. I stop at his house. So, that's it.
Did you get a lot of, where's your sister?
Every single person.
Oh, did that make you nuts after a
Well,
while?
you know what? It's one of the reasons people remember who I am, because we were the twins.
Oh, so you probably...
So they see the last name, they see Fogarty, and they go, oh, the twins. Oh, which one are you first?
That's what I was about to ask you, yeah.
Because they don't, and except for if they see the name tag, I did have a name tag.
Right.
Which one are you? And then how's your sister? Where's your sister? And so the thing I said most the entire day was, well, I tried to get her to come, but she wasn't.
You should have kept
switching.
switching.
No interest at all.
That would have been hilarious. She just
I
keeps
guess.
switching. Oh, yeah, she's over there somewhere. I'll tell her you're looking for her.
I could. Yeah.
That would have been funny.
Yeah. So, but that was the thing I was asked the most. Where's your sister, and why isn't she here?
Right.
I'm like, she just really didn't want to come. There's no reason. This is not her thing.
Yeah, that's what I find.
She hasn't seen you for 40 years, and she really has
right,
no
there's a
interest in
reason
seeing
for
you.
it, yeah. But that's the intriguing part that I find with this, because you don't... Yeah, you went, but you didn't really seem terribly excited about going. And even now, you're like, all right, I did it.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, okay.
And I may or may not do it again. I mean, they did, the people that organized it did a really nice job. It was a beautiful day, a nice event, low key, no pressure, just kind of, so that was all good. Everything about it was good. I have no complaints about it. I'm glad I went. But I did that, and now I'm over it.
Right.
I wasn't like, oh my God, I can't wait to go. High school wasn't really all that fun for me.
Oh, really?
I didn't love it.
I'm surprised, because you're such a positive person that I would think that would be infectious.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I wasn't popular. I was friendly with people who were. I had friends and was friendly with people who weren't, were completely the opposite end of the spectrum. And I kind of liked everybody, but I really just flew under the radar. There was really nothing special that stands out about me in high school.
I'm very surprised to hear.
I got through it.
Yeah.
Was my thing. I got through it.
Were you singing then?
No, I didn't start singing until I was about 40.
Oh, you know what? You did tell me, and I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I always sang
right,
at home in my car,
out,
but never out. So that was, So no, that was not. And that's, people see that on social media. They say, but you didn't sing in high school, did you? We didn't know that about you. I said, no, I didn't.
You would have been a lot more popular if you were, probably.
I don't know about that. But I don't think I had the nerve to do it then because I wasn't popular.
But but there are plenty of girls, too, who are popular just because of their looks, too. So that, too, I'm surprised you weren't popular.
No, because I wasn't really cute. I was very much tiny and a tomboy. And when I was 12 years old...
You got a picture on your phone somewhere of like a high school picture?
I have they put it on the thing. So they did wave at the camera and then they put it next to your graduation picture. So I will show you that in a little bit.
I want to see it.
When I was 12 years old, I was in did gymnastics. We liked gymnastics, and we were in Maria Russo's basement, and we were practicing back handsprings.
Okay.
And I went back, and I was on my hands, and I didn't make it all the way over, so I came falling back down, landed on my back, and my knee and my head went boom.
Ooh.
And literally hurt my knee really bad.
Yeah.
It knocked my nose clear across the other side. It was a mess. When I tell you what you imagine would happen at high speed when a knee hits a nose, that's exactly what happened.
I can do that. I have to take this
off. But... Yeah. Blood everywhere.
I bet.
And the nose was, like bent here and like under my eye. It was a mess. And so obviously I went home. My parents took me to the hospital. Went to a plastic surgeon who said, well, she's 12 years old, so there's not really a lot we can do right now. So we're gonna set it back, just set it back and not touch it. And when she stops growing, when she's 18, then we'll fix it right.
Okay.
So that's basically what happened. And so for 2 weeks, I had this whole thing on my face was all bandaged up, right? And had no idea what to expect. And one of the biggest memories of my childhood is when the doctor took the bandages off my mother's face. Like, just aghast.
Oh, no.
Yes. So very traumatic. And so that's how I went through high school. With an identical twin sister with a perfect nose. So this is my sob story. So now I have a twin who looks like she's supposed to look, and I had this, so it was like this, it had a big bump here, it was like zigzagged, I had one nostril closed, one nostril open, it was a mess.
And that's the way it looked until you were 18?
Yes.
Really?
And when I was 18, I went to my mom, I said, I'm 18 now, can we, and luckily they were very supportive, and my dad worked for the Teamsters, so we had like good medical insurance, and so it wasn't just considered plastic surgery. I had a severely deviated septum, and right, so we got that fixed, and that was I was awake for that, and it was very kind of traumatic.
Awake?
They keep you awake so that you don't choke on your own blood when they do these surgeries. And I remember, obviously they numbed me, and I was under sedation, so it was very blurry, so I could see the lights. I could hear the things that were going on. I remember very specifically them breaking the nose with the mallet, in a couple of places. And so what they wound up doing was breaking it, taking a thing and shaving down the bones, making this flat and
like
straight,
a sander.
Like a sander, drilling screws in, all of this. So I had this big round ball on the end of my nose also that was just cartilage that was floating around that was crushed up. So they took that out, which is why I have this like pointy thing. They took all that extra cartilage out. So yeah, it was top, the bottom bone, all of that had to be straightened. It was like a 5-hour, 6-hour surgery.
Sure.
And it took about a year. I lost my eyelashes, and all my top teeth got loose from that surgery. That was like I had all loose teeth. I had no eyelashes, and when they took that off, a couple of weeks later, and I was packed. They pack it up so you can't breathe through your nose for, what seemed like forever, but it was weeks. And I remember going for and he was pulling the packing out like the clown that pulls and it was just feet and feet and feet of bloody packing up in my face. And still a lot of swelling. It took like a year or more for all the swelling to go down. And this is how it turned out. And it's okay, listen, compared to what it was terrible.
Yeah.
So that was my high school picture.
Oh my goodness.
Anthony actually looked at it and said, that was you? Although I had a good angle, so you wouldn't really know because I was like a side angle, but it doesn't really look like me.
Wow.
I know.
That's
my childhood trauma story.
What's the connection with the eyelashes? Why would the
I don't
eyelashes
know
fall
why.
out?
All I think from the swelling, or I just know that all my top teeth were loose and my eyelashes fell out.
Wow, man.
I know.
But you talk about but it's like you have a cute little nose.
Well,
and
now I do.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
good
So
little surgeon. And you were talking 40
years ago. Yeah.
40 years ago. Yeah.
All right. So, wow. So do you look back and be like, son of a bitch, I had like this horrible childhood, or
No.
right.
I had
So
great childhood.
Okay.
I just wasn't, like when you said, the cute thing. Yeah, that wasn't really me. I wasn't.
But they didn't make fun of you either, right?
No.
All right. Well, that's good.
Oh,
I'm sure you had a couple of
They used to call me
douchebags.
Meatball Nose.
Meatball Nose.
Yeah, but like when I was younger, like middle school, they're less mean in high school. Middle
Yes.
schoolers are mean, right?
Agreed.
High schoolers, not so much.
Yeah.
They just don't pay attention to you, which I think is probably worse.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
I have a guy I went to high school with where something happened, and I'm not going to get into it, but something happened with him in middle school or junior high. And yeah, it followed him for quite a while into high school a little bit, but definitely not as much. But I've heard him say within the past few years, if I ever see, this one and that one and this one for making fun of me, I'll get them.
Mean. Everything was just kind of like, haha, funny, funny joke, And
you were probably a good sport about it.
It was what it was. It wasn't, my family was great and supportive, and my sister was, so you know what, she knew she was the cute one. That's okay.
Did she?
That was fine. And we never really talked about it. It wasn't a thing. And they would probably tell you now they don't even remember. Like they didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
But I always noticed every day.
Of course.
I noticed it.
Yeah.
It was I was so excited. I remember the day of the surgery. Getting ready to go to the hospital. I had to go the day before and spend overnight and then have the surgery the next day because there was all kinds of prep that had to be done.
Okay.
And then, so just being so excited that this was finally, this was like my personal nightmare. Nobody else really remembers it because it didn't really, it wasn't like, Quasimodo, but to me it was a big deal.
Of course, at that age. Sure.
Yeah. So, and honestly, my ex-husband, who I met in high school, I was a junior, he was a senior. That's how I looked.
Oh, okay.
And somehow, and he was popular. He was like captain of the football team, homecoming king material.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was really nobody. And he somehow managed to see through. So he was with me. We were together. He went to college, but we stayed together. And then he was there when I had that surgery, and was,
All right. Well, that's all right. That's a nice thing.
Okay, when I go, I have to throw, because you do swallow. So that's the other thing I was talking about, the blood and why they don't put you out. So they have these tubes in your mouth and your throat because there's a lot of bleeding, as you can imagine, and it will go down your throat and you'll choke. So they want you to, have that choking reflex so they don't put you out for that reason. And that's what they told me. I don't know. And so I do remember that. I remember the suction. I remember the blood. And I remember waking up and getting, like, being nauseous and getting sick and throwing up, and my mom being very upset because I threw up what seemed like an entire tub of blood, but it was just all that blood that had gone into my stomach. And now it wasn't that I was bleeding anymore.
Right.
That's what that was. But I have like specific memories of that. As we eat the chicken, did you ever? We used to watch The Walking Dead when it first started, and I would make ribs the night that Walking Dead was on, so we could chew on the ribs as we were watching The Walking Dead. I thought that was funny.
That's great.
Yeah. So.
Are you glad? Because that is such a big age to have something like that going on. But
yeah.
But are you glad you went through it like that long ago and got? It's been 40 years, so you're like super past it, or would you have preferred to have
No, I wouldn't want that to happen.
And then when they had the child, when they had the surgery, did they bring your sister in? She was like, "All right, this is what we wanted to." I was joking, trying to get. That's what the nose is supposed to look like.
Did the best they could with what they had,
Yeah. Wow. I mean, really. I mean, I never would have known anything. Like, there's no scarring. The nose looks great.
So I had wires, and I could see they would show me the X-rays I had that looked like wires, like fishhook wires, like up in the bone, like holding it together, right?
Wow.
Because it had to be broken in several places. So I never really thought about it, but a few years later, I started to notice a little piece of metal right in here, like when I would blow my nose or I would go like that and it would hit and would poke. And it started to work its way out, and to the point where I could really see it. It was there. And I thought it was going to be a big thing, and I was going to need surgery. And I went into the doctor's office. He goes, "Oh, that's nothing. That can come out now." And he literally took a plier. It didn't hurt at all. I felt a little tug, but no pain. And he went boop, 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 and he pulled out this piece of wire that looked like a wire with a fish hook on the end. And that was in there holding my nose together. He just pulled it right out.
How long was it?
It was probably like 2 or 3 inches long, and it was up. It was like up through my nose, through in the bone, I guess what secured the bone, and it started to work its way out. The body just started to expel it. And this was years later, so it was all healed. And it was nothing. I was literally a 3-minute office visit, and he pulled it right out.
But then when you went home, like, the TV reception wasn't as good.
Probably. Right. Whatever.
Remember that episode of Gilligan where they moved his mouth to get a radio station? That'd be you. They move your nose.
Yeah. So
this is quite the story.
I don't know. See, I like conversation.
Right. Now, yeah.
And I didn't make that up, because you can't even make that up.
Not. See, all right, so I would think that would be a lot of conversation at the reunion, because people would be like, "Hey, your nose looks great. I don't remember that."
No, because like I said, other people did. They just thought that's how. Like, they didn't really think about it. Nobody. Wow. I mean, honestly, probably the only people that really remember that are me, my sister, and Maria Russo, whose basement we were in when it happened.
Yeah, sure.
Who wasn't at the reunion, by the way. So,
well, yeah, she's probably scarred for life. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
So yeah, that was.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the poor Russos, yeah, the whole family.
They thought we were going to sue them.
Yeah.
No. My mom said, "Well, I'm going to sue you because my kid did a stupid thing in your basement." Like, that's what they do now, but back then, you did something stupid, and now, why should they pay for that?
Right.
That was not.
Well, they probably had to pay for new carpeting or something.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it was like, how we used to have those black and white tile floors in the basements?
Now it's red and white. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it was. It was cleaned right up, I'm sure.
Red and white and probably a little green.
I'm sure if they did a CSI investigation down there and they, do that glow stick thing, they'd still find blood. That was a mess.
My goodness. Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting that today.
I wasn't expecting to tell it. I don't even know how we got there.
I'm not sure either. I actually feel a little bit... Now, all right, so you said they took the picture. You can't really tell because that was getting me to think, and I feel a hell of a lot better about it now. When I was in second grade, Frank took a light bulb, a lamp without the shade, and it was on. And
He burned you?
Perfect circle right here. The very next day was school pictures. So I do have a picture at home. Me smiling, and there's a brown dot right in the middle of my head. We laugh about it now, but yeah, my mother wanted to kill me at the time. But
wanted to kill you? Oh, because Frank can't do anything wrong.
Well,
right. Nothing's Frank's fault.
Yeah,
I get that feeling. Okay.
If they only really knew, he's
sneaky.
No, he's not sneaky, but he's got a little bit of a dark side.
I have never seen it, and I've known him
Nobody
a really
has.
long time.
That's the problem.
I've known him a really long time.
I don't even think his fiance has seen it. I've seen it.
Oh, I think she's got him pegged. I think she knows.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, she must.
Yeah, but I don't see her putting up with it.
She's not having it. No.
No, she'll beat the snot out of him.
She
See what
would.
I did there? Yeah,
She
you
would
see?
beat the snot out of him.
Yeah, without a doubt. So what happened was we were arguing over something. So we were roughhousing with one of our uncles who was close in age to us, and he accidentally put Frank's head through a wall. So
Sounds very much like the Fogarty household. But
is that right?
Yeah.
So we were too scared to tell my mother. So I don't know why we had this, but we had, remember the TV show Wonderama?
Yes, of
With
course.
Bob McAllister.
Bob McAllister. I can sing you the whole theme song if you'd like.
Well, people said they wanted to hear
we
you
can
sing.
do it later. Or,
All right. So we
or
had.
I can do it now.
We'll save it for the end. Save
Okay.
the best for last.
All right. Yeah, because we'll sing it out the closing credits.
And if I remember it, I'll join you.
You
I
will
don't. I
join.
can't
You
think of
will
it off the
know
top of my head, but okay. But that's all we had. So we had a record, a Wonderama record. We took the record out of the sleeve and we taped
Hung
the
it on
sleeve.
the wall?
Yeah, we covered the hole. But in the meantime, because behind the wall was the insulation, and I was I think maybe second grade, so like 7 or 8. I had no idea what was going on. I just saw it as like more room. So I was putting toys and stuff in the hole and keeping it there. And I think one day the picture had fallen, and my mother went into the room for whatever reason and saw the hole. Get that stuff out of there, out of that hole. Clean that out. So I'm like, okay. So I'm cleaning it out, and I couldn't see. So we had the genius idea of holding the lamp. But I don't remember why, but we got into some kind of argument while he was holding the lamp, I'm cleaning everything out. We had gotten into some kind of argument.
And
so he went.
To insulate. Oh, that. Okay.
So
that's how that happened.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a dark side to that Frank Walker.
Wow.
So.
But were you being especially mean to him?
Probably.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember.
Then you deserved it, maybe.
Most likely.
I feel like there had to be some level of you deserved it for Frank to do that. I do. I know him. He just is not vindictive like that.
He is.
He's not.
He's not.
I will defend him to the death. I'm sorry. He is not.
I know. I can't even argue with you. I'm like trying to figure out something to say. Mm-mm. Frank. Frank's. He just wrote.
He's slamming on that keyboard, going, pay attention to me.
Yeah, but see, that's exactly. So he is vindictive because he just sent the picture. Whoops, hang on.
Wait, there's a picture?
That's what I'm saying. This was a day.
My God!
He did this the day before the school picture.
That is so great. Show that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. So there it is. That's me at age 7 or 8, and there's a dot on my head because Frank took a lit lamp without the shade and put it to my forehead. I said, I don't care how much you're being teased. That's a certain level of dimension, a certain level of evil right there. No matter what you say, I'm going to stick a burning lamp to your head.
I don't really think he thought it through. He
thought this through. Here we are all these years later. I'll send you the picture.
Look, he didn't smash it over your head. He just went boop.
I'll tell you, he was a
gentle.
hitter. He was all fragile with the prune belly crap, and you couldn't touch him. I never ever hit my brother.
Sounds like you have a little resentment.
Well, yeah, he got all the best toys when we were kids.
Sure he did.
He got all the attention. He was, people were sending him cards and money and toys and stuff. And
aw, poor Tony.
It's about me.
No prune belly for Tony.
That's right, prune brain. But even now, like he's proud of his work. Who would send that? Who would send that to somebody 40 years later? Look what I did to you.
Good television. He's helping you out.
True. You're absolutely right about that. Well, I haven't seen this picture in a while. And I had hair and 2 legs. And I was thin. You can't even tell it's me. Jeez.
Adorable.
If I was that age and then somebody showed me this picture, I'd be like, ah! Holy crap. Wow. Oh, the picture, and look, it's ripped. This says 70s written all over it, doesn't it?
Here, I have.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
Well, I also have a picture.
My mother just wrote me, "Don't pick on my favorite," she said.
Frank? Yeah, Mom, we know. It's okay.
He's everybody's favorite. Most people don't even know he even has a brother. I was at
That's not true. He talks about you all the time.
Yeah, he complains that I don't see him that often when he's playing out.
Oh, well, you should go see him more often.
I
because
see him
he's
plenty.
really good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was at a Mike Del Judas concert at Burns Park in Massapequa once. There was a girl sitting behind me that I recognized from high school. She went to high school with Frank, and she was even in the church choir with Frank. Frank's known this girl since he was like 12 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maria, just like you, Maria Russo. It wasn't Maria Russo. I forget her last name.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, everybody was named Maria back then. So
yeah, true.
There was lots of them.
So I was with Sally, my ex at the time, who also knew this girl. So they get to talking, and I joined the conversation. I see her kind of look at me funny. I said, "Oh, you don't remember me?" I said, "I'm Tony Walker, Frank's brother." And I swear to you, she goes, "Frank has a brother?" Frank is known this, and that this was only maybe five years ago. So Frank is at the time. Frank knew this girl for 30 plus years, and this girl had no idea that Frank
I
had a
feel
brother.
like I always knew Frank had a brother. And I met you once in Freeport at.
Is that where it was? Freeport?
It was Freeport. I remember he did like an open mic or something he was doing. It wasn't down on the mile. It was before the mile. It was a place he played at pretty often. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure he knows. And you were there, and he introduced me to you. And
Right.
that was the one time I think I met you in person.
Right. Yes.
So, yeah, I'm just trying to find the photo that matches that photo so that you could see us
yours
at the
could
same
be a lot
age.
better than mine. Oh! You're not looking for
Before the nose. No,
Oh, okay.
that'll be easy for me to pull up. This one I want to see. So
Yeah, I am curious to see Diane McCardle as a child because I'm really shocked that you weren't popular.
in high school. Well, this is me at probably that age. That.
Oh, look at that!
See, so that you should put them side by side.
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
like a little thing.
Oh, there he is! There he is!
No.
They won last night.
They won. They're one game up.
It's coming. What about your boys? This is the year. Boone's finally going to get fired. All right. All right.
I know we don't go any further than
But that's what we do. We're the Mets. We don't expect to win anything.
Now they got a purple sheet in the outfield.
They got a what? A purple? Oh, for Grimace?
Yeah, they put a seat.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't
like
even.
that.
I didn't
know
see
it.
that.
You like those gimmicks?
Listen, whatever works at this point. It's a little. No, that I didn't like. There was no reason for that. Yeah, that. No,
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
like that.
in poor taste.
I agree.
Yeah.
Poor taste.
Pun intended, by the way.
Oh, I forgot the fries. I forgot the fries.
we got
I was
French
so.
fries.
Yeah, but they're all stuck together. I don't know.
Stuck together French fries.
Oh, and they're cold.
Oh, cold French fries? I got to try
I
one.
forgot we had them. I never order them. That's why.
Yeah, they don't even look really.
No, it's not my thing.
All right, so let's see.
Pull up your photo.
I am going to pull up my photo.
Ready?
All right, let me bring it. I'll bring it
Bring
closer.
them together. Okay.
Look at this. See that? What a
Oh, look how cute we are.
what a cute couple right there. So, oh, yeah. If I knew you back then, I definitely would have been chasing
Yeah,
you.
but I was 6.
So what?
No. So
I was chasing girls at 6.
let me see
I'm
if
a
I
weirdo.
can pull up the other.
Let me. While you're doing that, I should check comments. I haven't looked at comments.
Look at comments. See what the people have to say.
Let's see what
They're
the
like,
people have to say.
Stop eating. It's
You
disgusting.
people are slobs.
What's wrong with you?
Let's see. Fremder, I like your outfits. You look like today's forecast. I said forecast. Forecast. Yeah, I'm sunny. And you're skyy. You're
Whatever. You know, my Met blue, whatever.
nice.
Yeah.
Good morning, Anne. She's watching. Fremder, if he has trouble eating it just make airplane noises. No, I think I did pretty good. Paul is watching. Carol. Carol says, "Uh-oh, Tony, it's not a steak." I I've never seen a piece of Popeye's chicken eat a Tony, says Fremda. Carol, it makes me nervous that Costco's chickens are so big. Not natural, but yes, they are delicious. Bosie says, oh, you killed an old lady. Bosie, you would know all about the old lady if you were there, you son of a
This
bitch.
is the best I could do. It's a screenshot.
Okay.
All right. It's a
So
screenshot of. She had a video. Oh
Yeah.
wait, let's see if I can do this. I can. All right, we're gonna crop it.
All right, do what you got to do. I'll keep reading comments.
Done.
Oh, Rob Linder is watching. Hi, Rob Linder. Now I'm hungry, need fried chicken stat. Well, you'll be having tacos this weekend, Rob.
I'm probably gonna be sorry I did this, but
I won't be.
I'm gonna do it.
Poor old
anyway.
lady, knock him dead. Exactly.
Now, if you look close, you
Yeah.
can see. So look at the nose. So look. So there's one side that nostril's closed. That one's open. It's to the. It's a mess. But anyway. And the big ball of cartilage that is now gone. Now I have a pointy nose, but that's it.
The only thing that I'm noticing is that you're kind of looking at an angle while your
I
nose is
specifically
straight.
looked at the angle turned because
Yeah.
I didn't want. Because if I look straight on it, it's like this.
Right, so that's what I'm
I
saying. Your
did
nose
that.
is like facing the camera. The rest of your head is that way. Wow, I don't know if. Wow, I don't know if I would have known that was you.
Right. It's completely different.
Wow. Am I allowed to?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen.
So there's and this is senior.
I was 17 when they took that picture.
Wow.
See, it's a mess.
I wouldn't say it's a mess. I mean, not.
Okay, but not
I
what
just
you were
can't
expecting.
tell. Right. I can't tell it's a mess.
And it's not right. And so it's not just about the nose because that's why people don't remember it. It's just about that's how I looked, and it's because the nose. Because my sister didn't look like that.
Right.
Even Anthony looked at somebody had the yearbook and he went, "Oh my God, look, that's your sister. Look, you guys look so different." I told you we looked so different because of that.
Wow, like your hair and everything, like it's.
Well, that was the perm. We all did the perm thing and then regretted it and tried to blow it out. We all did that in the 80s.
Oh, the damn 80s. Oh.
I know.
I'm happy to be bald, man. I had such bad hair.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I mean, I still would have chased you.
No, stop.
That's great. Wow.
See?
Wow, that was some story, man. I'm blown away.
And I still didn't even tell you my weekend, my Sunday story, which I came all prepared to tell.
Oh, all right. All right, let me
There's so much to cover.
Let me get through the comments and then we'll do that. I'm enjoying watching you eat the chicken, Tony. It's like you're going to the chair or something. Yeah, I did kind of.
He didn't. He barely look at.
Yeah, but I did. I
ate all of my chicken.
Oh, did you?
He ate up. He picked out a piece. He left two.
I ate like a Neanderthal.
I'm an animal. Okay.
John Rusciello was yelling, "Just eat the chicken skin. That's the best."
I agree, but you can't do that anymore because then
Why?
it will kill you.
Oh, Greg Halverson, who plays Bubba, he says hello.
Hi, Greg.
He says he hated high school until he got tall. Okay. Yeah, he says good things come in small packages. Well, yeah, I can verify that. The tomboy look is hot, says John Rusciello. In high school, I was voted most likely to recede. That's pretty funny. Greg Halverson said I got no votes in high school. I was voted best actor.
I'm sure you were. See, that's the thing. I wasn't voted anything. I was just under the radar.
Under the radar is good, though.
I don't know. I feel like some bad, even, they always say, even negative attention is better than no attention. When you have kids who are always getting into trouble, you have to kind of ask yourself why that is. And it's probably because they're not getting
true
attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Teacher says to student, "Why are you late for class?" Student replies, "Because I'm not the bell rang before I got here." What? I'm not late. The bell rang before I got here. Oh, okay. Hello, Mickey. Can Bubba have twin Lolas? That's a whole different show, Greg.
Wow.
I went through high school, says Fremder, with a backpack full of socks. Oh, Fremder. Let's see what else. Everybody's saying hi. Oh, Andy Plajanos. Stomach blood.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm never telling that story again. This is a one and done.
No, you should. That's actually
That's a
quite
one
a
and
story.
done. That's it.
No, but it's a great story because look how great
How
you
does that
turned
come out in conversation, though? It
Well,
just
true.
comes up because we're here and, But it's not a story I tell often.
Fremda says she doesn't drink coffee anymore because it makes her wired. Oh, my.
See, look, I gave them all this material.
You can definitely make somebody talk if you give them Popeye's chicken. I think they do that in the military, says Fremda.
It would work on me. Dangle.
Let's see. Oh, good. Filbert's back. Isn't that great? Nice dot on your head. At least you know when the turkey is done. Oh, Frank says Cafe by the Sea in Freeport.
Could have been.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the name of the place. I just know I was there. I remember where it was. It was like a block up off of the mile, I think, and that's where I met you.
Fremda says, Doctor, when will the surgery be done? Who knows? Get it?
I do.
Do you hear all that? Have you heard all those? Yeah. Carol Miner's asking, what year did you graduate?
1984.
You're so vain, you probably think this surgery is about you. That was Bosie. All right, Fremda says, actually, let me rephrase that. Nice shirt. You look like a box of Popeye's chicken. Did you see that at the show the other night? I guess
Yes.
somebody was eating Popeyes.
So it was a Moose Lodge out in Riverhead, and they had a spaghetti and meatball dinner for 250, you would say.
Yeah.
People, mostly an older crowd, older than us for the most part. And there was a woman there who wasn't having the Moose Lodge spaghetti and meatballs, and I can't say I blame her, because who knows. But most people seem to enjoy it, but she brought her own box of Popeyes, and I thought, that's my girl right there.
I really did at first. I'm like, oh, did
She
Diane
fed
bring
herself.
people? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually was told that the food was very good.
I heard the same thing. I heard good things.
You didn't have any?
I did not.
You stole the lady's Popeye, didn't you?
I did not. I ate at the reunion. I was done.
True.
I was done for the day.
And it was nice to meet Anthony.
Yeah, it was good.
Does he ever watch?
Be
Be honest.
After we watch at night. We watch
you
it
do?
on the TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And you've been together what, 7 years?
Six and a half. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Because I do remember when Frank introduced us, that was right around the time my wife and I had split up. So I don't
think he was around then. I don't think Anthony
Right,
was in the
okay.
picture then.
So it's safe.
This was probably 10 years ago when I met you.
Oh, I think it's more than that.
Maybe even more. Could be more.
Because my wife and I split, and I asked you out. Like an idiot. I asked her out on Facebook. I wrote her on Facebook. Want to go out for a drink sometime?
Did you? You might. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Now I'm going to have to go back in my messages and look.
Well, that's actually how I found out, because I think I was sending you a message.
Oh, so you went to message me and saw that'll happen to me sometimes, and I go, oh wow, I talked to this person like 6 years ago.
Yeah, in fact, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now how long ago it was, because it'll be on here. Whoops, I'm screwing things up. All right, hang on.
Holy cow, that's funny.
See that? And that's how much of an impression I made. She doesn't even remember. Let's see. Going back. It was...
This is so funny.
It was July of 2012.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That was literally 6 months after I separated.
Well, and that
from
was
my husband.
That was your response. I just recently separated. I'm not, going back out there yet.
See, I tell the truth. I do tell the truth.
Absolutely.
I don't make shit up.
And then she threw up again. Let's see. So, all right. So, Carol says Diane graduated right between my brother's years, 82 and 86. Yeah, but she's not Hicksville.
No, West Babylon.
Yeah, I'm just losing. I'm confused as to why Carol was doing that. John Rusciello, Mickey, this guy Filbert is a phony. Plus, he's a piece of shit. He's not one of the Knockem family. Ignore him. Oh, okay.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give everybody the heads up.
Very true. Posey says, I graduated in 98. I majored in high school for 6 years. Yeah, I kind of believe that. All right, so we're going to do Tuesday trivia in a second, but you had a Sunday story.
Yeah, I did, and I can make it quick, but it was
You don't
just
have to.
funny. So we didn't have plans for Sunday. I've told you, Anthony will get a boat. He belongs to the boat club, so
Right.
it
Very
was a
nice guy, by the way.
Little cool, yeah.
Yeah, I liked Anthony a lot.
Little cool. So we said, what are we going to do? And he said, why don't we drive? We always say we're going to do it. Let's drive to Field 5, Robert Moses Field 5, and walk to Kismet and get some lunch. He likes to go over to Fire Island. So,
Okay.
great. And we like to get up and move around, not. So that's what we did. And it was a little cool, a little breezy, but beautiful.
Yes.
Just beautiful, because I'm not a really hot weather person.
Yep.
So we walked to Kismet, and I forgot, because I haven't done that walk in a really long time, how many naked people are on that beach.
Wow.
And old naked people.
Oh.
And I've said this before, that I've walked, took the walk to the lighthouse when my kids were little with some of their friends, and little, like elementary school little. And I said, let's go do something, and we took that walk on the deck that from Field 5. There's a pathway, a deck.
Okay.
That you can walk to the Fire Island Lighthouse, and then we walked down to the beach, and they collected shells, and then we said it's time to walk back, and we decided to walk the beach. Which it was a big mistake, because they were, 75-year-old men bending over with all their junk hanging out because they're completely naked, and now we're trying to shield these kids. So anyway,
That's worse than the nose story, by the way.
I forgot, and so we did that walk, and you try not to look, but you really can't help it,
right.
Because I don't understand, why is it that it's always the people who really shouldn't be naked who are.
Right. I agree.
I don't get it at all, right? And I mean, just complete, junk hanging out everywhere, boobies hanging down to, here.
They're stepping on them.
And except for one woman who I caught her out of the left side of my eye, and she was with a group of people, and she was spectacular. She was, fit, and, and I'm, going, Aunt! Without trying to do that. To my left, look up at the top of the beach. Look at the tattoo. She had the tan, the tattoos, the muscles. She had the beard. They were done because they were perfect. So that was cool.
Wow.
And then on the way back, we had lunch. We were on the way back. Now it's chilly to me.
Yeah.
He wasn't so cold, but it was breezy. I had a hoodie on, and the beach looked pretty empty starting at the, from Kismet going past the lighthouse. There wasn't a lot going on. And as we got closer to Field 5, I said, it looks like, that's it for the boobies today. And he said, oh, no, there's definitely going to be more. And I said, it's too cold. By now, they've covered them up. And he said, no, we're going to see more. And so, as I usually do, I go, I'll bet you $1. Bet you $1. He goes, I'll take that bet, and I'm going to add a parlay. He goes, we're going to see at least 4.
Wow.
At least 4 boobies.
So that's only...
I said 4 pairs of boobies, 4
right.
people.
That's what I was thinking. It's only 2 people.
For my $1, I want a specific. So we were negotiating how many boobies and how many people and how many. Yeah, and it turned out as we got to the end, boy, they were all still just hanging out. And then one guy, right at the water's edge, laying on the beach, completely prone with his legs open and his junk hanging like a big pile of poop on the just like. It was like, I looked and I went, whoa! Why would he lay in that spot like that? I felt like he did it on purpose. I thought, I can't ever unsee that. It was bad.
Would you ever do that?
I've never done that on a beach in a public place. And would I go topless? Maybe, but I would never take the bottoms off.
Yeah.
But I'd probably, when I say maybe, I mean, I'm not completely I wouldn't be offended by it if people around me. I'm not offended by nudity. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Just don't really, honestly, I think most people look better in their bathing suits.
Well,
Even women in bikinis, I think the bikini or the dress, the sexy dress, just looks so much better.
Yep.
So I don't really see why you would do that. So unless there was some really good reason, but I wouldn't be, if somebody said, "Hey, I'll give you $100," I'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah, right,
I don't care.
When I was still working at the phone company, I was doing a job down south, the South Shore. So we were down by Jones Beach, and we were driving on Ocean Parkway.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy in the truck with me, I forget what it was. Like it was a sign. Actually, I think it was like a little flag or something. He points at it. He goes, "Oh, that's the unofficial sign for where the nude part starts at Jones Beach."
I didn't know there was a nude part at Jones Beach.
I had no
I
idea.
don't spend time there, but I didn't know.
And this is at least 30 years ago. Yeah, it's around 30 years ago. So I was like, what are you talking about? I had no idea such a thing existed at Jones Beach. He was, "Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, that's where it is, right there." And we had some time to kill. We had finished the job we had for the day, and we had to head back in soon. We probably had about a half hour to kill. So I'm like, you know what? I didn't believe him. So I pulled the truck over. I walked through the dunes, and I'm now maybe not the dunes, the bush, whatever. You know. So I walked.
You said bush.
Did not do that on purpose, but it definitely worked. I walked, and I'm standing now at the beach, and it was probably about this time of year. So I just standing, I'm looking around, and I see a guy to my left. He's walking right along the water, like the water's just coming in, his feet are getting wet. So he's walking, and I can tell, I mean, I'm far, but I can tell he's naked. I look to my right, I see, like you said, an older lady. She's just sitting there, but she's naked, but nothing to really look at, so I didn't really pay much attention to her. And there was another naked man. I don't remember exactly where he was, but so I'm just kind of looking around, and I'm just shocked. I'm like, I had no idea this was a nude beach over here. So I turn back to my left, and now the guy who's walking along the water, he is now walking towards me. But he's still so far away. I'm thinking it's just coincidental, has nothing. So I'm still looking around, and every few seconds I would notice he's still
getting closer.
Yeah, getting closer. And now it got to the point where I was getting uncomfortable. So now I would keep going to my right, but I'm doing one of these, looking to see where he is. Sure. And so the guy I was working with, he stopped in the bushes to pee. So I'm standing there by myself. So I keep looking back. This guy's getting closer and closer. I'm like, so now in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? And he's naked. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I keep looking. He's got to be about 30 feet. And now at this point, I'm like, all right, I don't care what he wants. I'm out of here. I turn around to start walking back. But I'm now facing the bushes, and I look back, and now he's running to me.
Wow.
So I'm like, what? I'm all
you
freaked
freaked out a little bit, yeah.
I start to run just as my partner from work, he comes out from the bushes. It was like Abbott and Costello. I literally run into him, and now we're like fumbling all over each other because he wanted to come out on the beach and take a look, and I'm like trying to pull him around and and he finally goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Look!" And sure enough, he looks. He sees the guy running. I am now past him, and I just hightailed it, got in the truck, started up. I actually started moving by the time my partner came, and I was moving still slow, but it was enough. He could still get in. But, this guy didn't come into the bushes. I don't think he did.
And you have no idea why he was running towards you. You never stopped to find out. I would have been curious.
No. Maybe if he wasn't naked, maybe I would have been like,
yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
I guess I just don't understand on a beach with all that sand, which I already find uncomfortable, except on my feet, when I'm walking by the... I don't like to sit in it. I don't like to... when I'm in the water and I come out and I have sand all in my suit, I don't like any of that. So I don't really understand why you would be... what the...
Yeah, you have sand in unwanted places.
What makes you... For me, there's no plus side to that.
Speaking of plus, Fat Jay has a joke like that, where he talks about going to the beach as a child or something, but he's so fat that sometimes he'll undo a fold or something and sand is still falling out.
Yes. I'm telling you, I don't get it.
That was... I thought you were going to say that a naked person came up to you and recognized you from the murder mystery.
No. I know, but that would have been funny. I know, that would have been funny.
Wow. Yeah, that's... see, that upsets me. Old people shouldn't be... It should be against the law.
Yeah,
for old people to be naked.
That made me think. I had I used to work in a kindergarten special ed class, inclusion class. So it was a regular kindergarten class with like 5 or 6 kids who were special needs, but they wanted to try to mainstream them, include them instead of putting them just in a special ed class.
Yeah, sure.
So and I was an aide in that class, and we would go on field trips, and so I knew lots of kids in the elementary school. Over the years I worked, they knew me. They all called me Miss M. And then I would go to the beach with my kids, and I would be in a bikini, and then the kids would see me and come running up, and they're like hugging me, and and it was like, it was just weird because I'm like, all right, this is a little awkward, but I would hug them at school and they just wanted a hug. They weren't thinking like
They're
that,
not
but it
thinking
just
like that at all.
reminded me
Yeah.
of that. That was a bit of an odd thing when people recognize you when you're not
Right.
in the setting.
Oh
they
yeah, I
know you in.
had a buddy of mine who was a teacher. Oh, Don Sill's brother. When he used to be a teacher, and he went to an Ozzy concert one time, and he's rocking out, and sure enough, he looks over to his left and sees some of his students.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a
Probably
weird
got
thing.
a whole bunch a new respect from them. I'll bet you.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Fremder writes, "I love tits."
Who doesn't love a good boobie?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Fremder said, "Wait a minute, who's coming in the bush?" Yeah, yes. I knew I was setting myself up for those. You know what was plus two? I didn't want to get in trouble with this naked man running at me because I was on the clock. So I figured if there was trouble, then
No,
I would have been screwed.
I could see how that can make you nervous.
You got Bosie all excited. Wait a minute, it's Field 5 where you can go topless?
Yes, but you don't believe me. For the most part, you don't want to see what's there.
Well,
And now I
including Bosie.
hear that I'm going to St. Martin this weekend, right? So you know
Right.
this, right? And I had people from work who've all been there, and they say that that's kind of a regular thing on the beaches there.
Really?
And I'm guessing that the crowd will be younger and probably more attractive, and so that'll be interesting.
So you're going to take it off on the
I
beach?
won't take it off, but I will pay attention. I'm definitely that. I'll be like, Anna, take a look at that one. Hurry, take a look. Like,
See, and I say this every
I always
week.
point out the nice ones. Like because I enjoy a beautiful body. Like
And you're okay with Anthony? Just like, oh, look at
course.
that. Really?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Because a lot of women don't like that.
Yeah,
They-
that doesn't bother me at all. Why? Yeah, no. If I see somebody who I think is like spectacularly beautiful or hot or something, I always call attention to it.
But does he? Or what if he says something like, "Oh, what I would do with that"? Like, does he say
He
anything
would
like that?
never say no.
Oh, he wouldn't say anything like that.
No, but he'd be like, "Oh yeah, wow, you're right." Like.
Does
And that's it. Of course. How could he? I mean, if you're human, you have to know. So
Oh,
what you're supposed
absolutely.
to pretend like you don't think that's
Right.
attractive, or,
Will he say something like, "Oh, I'd like to see you kiss her"? Does he say something like that? Really? He's a class act. This guy.
Yeah, no, he doesn't do that.
If he did say that, would you laugh or would you smack him?
I'd say for $20, I'll go kiss her.
For $20?
Yeah.
All right.
We used to have and this is a real quick story.
Yeah.
So this just reminded me. So when I was early, just starting in bands, and I was in my around 40, and I was in this first rock band that wasn't mine. I was just kind of dabbling and learning my way, and it was all the bands I've been in have been all men and me.
Right.
And so these guys we were in a bar, and we started to do a thing. It kind of grew into a thing where they would be looking and playing the game, are they fake or are they real? Like they would point out a woman in the bar, and when you're at a bar at late at night and they're wearing the bustiers and there's a lot showing, and so very sexy, and they'd be like, oh my god, that's beautiful, are they real, are they fake?
Yeah.
And I would say, and they'd ask me, they'd include me, and I would say, I don't really know. I got good at it, and I will tell you why. I'd say, I don't really know, but for $20, I'll go over and ask her.
Oh, okay.
And, no, I would say, would you like me to go over and ask her? And they would say, yeah, go over and ask her. And I go, for another $20, I'll ask her if she'll let me touch him. And if I touch him, you pay me $20. And almost every single time, if they were fake, if she had them done, she would always let me touch them. In the
Really?
bar. So I would go over and I'd say, hey, listen, these guys, they're like 5-year-olds, but really, they're spectacular. They're spectacular. And honestly, I'm thinking about having them, are yours done? And she'd say yes. And I'd say, because I'm thinking about having mine done. I'd love your doctor's card or whatever. And I go, how do they feel? And they'd be like, oh, would you like to feel them? And I would do it. And they would pay me $20. Why? Because women will do that with other women, right? So, and
Yeah,
that
they
was
will.
and the guys, they got a kick out of it. They thought it was fun.
Oh, they certainly did get a kick out of it. In all seriousness, you just said that to as the way to touch them. You're not you've never considered having them.
I used to, honestly,
No.
my entire life, I never had any boobs. Like, I literally was, like, completely flat-chested. And I had my kids, they got big, then they got small, and I've been tiny, tiny, tiny. And the past 6 years, I've gained about 15 pounds, and they kind of all went here, and I'm happy with them. I didn't have to get them done.
Right? Yeah, because they're
And, so
wonderful. You don't have to
but I
get new
did
ones.
10 years ago consider it a couple times because they were really non-existent. Like, I'd be like stuffing my shirt all the time. I'm not kidding.
Have you kissed a girl for 20?
Kissed a girl, no.
Oh, but
No.
you would for
I've
20.
touched the boobs though.
Right. But you would kiss a girl for $20.
Probably, yeah. I'd kiss a girl for free if it was a date. Like, I wouldn't care. I don't have no issue with kissing girls.
I got to get some girls in here next week. And a bunch of 20s.
What? Tony, I kissed you on Saturday at the show.
You did?
Right? So, come on.
Yeah, and it was a good show.
And I got a check to prove it.
I paid 5 times the amount for that. Wow. All right. I'm going to try and concentrate and get
I'm sorry.
through the Tuesday
trivia. We got to do it quick now.
Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. Okay. Question number 1. You guys know the rules and all that stuff, so I'm just getting right into this because we got 10, 15 minutes. First question: which record label did Michael Jackson first record on? Which record label did Michael Jackson first record on?
Wow. I just assumed it was Motown.
Okay. Well, you can assume that if you
All
want.
right. Yeah, because but it might have been something else. But
Well, you want to stay with that?
yeah, because
Okay.
that's all I have.
All right. You got plenty. Sorry. Who played Captain Kangaroo?
Oh, Keegan. Yeah. He lived right around the corner from me now. What? Bob Keegan? Keegan. It'll come to me.
Okay. I have an uncle.
Keegan.
Oh, all right. I'll have to see which one you stick with.
Okay.
I have an uncle.
Keishan. I feel like it's Keishan.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
I have an uncle that was neighbors with him for a while.
Babylon.
What's that?
He was in Babylon.
Right, yeah. Who was the 39th president of the United States? 39th president of the United States.
No. Wait, Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter. Okay. Do you remember the song "To All the Girls I Loved Before"?
I do.
Who sang it?
Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias.
Okay. I have a bonus question I'll ask when we go over the answers to it.
Okay.
All right, next question. Multiple choice. Despite their heavy build and awkward gait, bears are adept to what? Runners, climbers, swimmers.
Can you read it again?
I can.
Yeah.
Despite their heavy build and awkward gait, bears are adept to what? I guess we could say running, climbing, and swimming. But yeah, I said runners, swimmers, and climbers.
I'm going to say running.
All right. Like Forrest Gump. I was running. All right, let's see if you know this one. And I have a feeling you will. How old was Ed Kranepool when he played in his first Major League game?
Oh my gosh. I know I don't know the answer to that, but yeah, we just lost him.
Just last week, lost Ed Kranepool.
His first Major League game, I'm going to say 19.
Okay.
Just a guess.
Oh, okay. What is the world's most expensive coffee? The world's most expensive coffee.
I feel like they make a coffee from truffles. But I don't know the answer to that. The world's most expensive coffee.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I like the cheap stuff.
Well, that's why she likes me. Next question. After All in the Family finished its run, it continued with what spin-off series?
Archie's Place.
All right. 2 questions left. I am not going to pronounce this right. I need the definition of the word Arachabutyro. I'm going to try that again. Arachibutyrophobia. A-R-A-C-H-I. Arachi? B-U-T-Y-R-O. Butyro? Arachibutyrophobia. I'm going with that. Arachibutyrophobia. The definition of the word, please.
Well, I feel like an arachnid is a spider. Arachibutyrophobia, and it's a phobia, so it's a fear of fear of 8-legged creatures. I don't know.
All right. Last question, ladies and gentlemen. Name the first, and for the last question, this one's pretty innocent, very tame.
Considering our conversation for most of this.
I know, and I still can't get that out of my head, actually. Name the first couple to be shown in bed together on primetime TV.
Oh, in bed together. I think it's Lucy and Ricky. I think they were in twin beds, and I think they did an episode. It was a big deal.
All right. Let's see. So, does Anthony know that he could pay $20 to see you kiss another woman?
Well, if Anthony asked me, I'd do it for free. He wouldn't have to pay me.
Because I'd be broke.
There's nobody he would want me to kiss, though.
Another woman? Really?
Yeah, no. I don't think so. I mean, what do I know? But I don't think. It's never come up.
Wow. Well, I bet it's come up. Bosie wants to know if we could start a trend where he goes up to guys to see if they had an enlargement.
You don't want to be touching them.
Bosie does. But. All right. Then Greg Halverson says hi. I have no idea why he does that. Okay. All right. First question. Which record label did Michael Jackson first record on? You said
Motown.
And that would be correct.
Oh, good.
Andy Plagano's
I
got
thought
that.
it could be a trick question.
No trick question there.
Okay.
Plagano's got it right. Vicky got it right. Bosie got it right. John Rusiello got it right. From I'm not reading your comment. Okay. Who played Captain Kangaroo? You said
Bob Keeshan.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Good, because that's the correct one. Steve Rogers says, Fremder. Vicky was close. She said Bob Kershaw. John Rusiello said Bob Keenshin. I think, well, he gets credit. Bosie says the dude with the mustache and the red coat. And then Andy Plajanos also got it right. Even though he put a question mark, but he still gets credit. Okay, the next question, yes. It looks like everybody got that right. Jimmy Carter was the 39th president.
Had to count back.
I saw that. I was impressed. I was very impressed. Looks like everybody got the next one correct, too. Who sang To All the Girls I Loved Before? It was?
Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias.
Who just put out a version of it earlier this year?
I know. I heard it.
Did you?
I did. I heard it on the radio. I was going to say there's a remake. And I don't remember who it is. I don't know the answer.
I'm trying to remember who the second guy was. It was a name it was somebody I don't know. But the main name was Eric Clapton.
Okay.
Eric Clapton put out a version of it this year.
That doesn't surprise me.
I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody got...
Be surprised that Eric Clapton's putting out any kind of new music, although, I mean, it's a remake, but still.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You're right. Which I'm thrilled about. I'm a big Clapton guy. Fremda says he still loves tits. Okay, good. So Andy got that right. Vicky got that right. Fremda got that right. John Rusiello got that right. Okay. Despite their heavy build and awkward gait, bears are adept to what? Runners, climbers, and swimmers. You said runners. Vicky said climbers. Bosie said swimmers. Andy Plagano said all three. Mickey Delaney says climbers.
I think they do all three, but I think I just picked one.
Right. Well, Fremder also says runners that climb
And swim.
and swim. Yeah. Rusciello and John Rusciello said climbing. Well, Andy Plagano's got it right. Fremder got it right, and you just got it right just now because that was a trick question. It is all three.
I didn't get it.
Yes, you did.
I know they do all three, but I thought they were looking for a specific answer.
Diane.
Okay.
Take the credit
Why?
because you were 5 for 5 so far.
Nah, that's okay. I don't have to get them all right.
But that's a record, and I think you should be proud. How old was Ed Kranepool when he played his first major league game? You said 19. Plagano said 17. Vicky said 17. Jeff Bosey said 19, like you did. Mickey Delaney said 20. 19 is your final answer?
It is.
You sure?
Yes.
Because we want to go 6 for 6.
19's my answer. It was a guess, but
It
it's
was.
still my answer.
It's 17.
Oh.
Ugh.
Okay.
I wanted Diane to get a perfect score.
No, I'm not going to cheat. I'm not a cheater.
I'm
not a cheater.
Because this is so important.
I know, but I'm
All
not
right.
a cheater. I want to win, but I'm not a cheater.
Oh, actually, well, you wouldn't have won anyway because you didn't answer this next question. What is the world's most expensive coffee? And I'm glad you didn't know this. Bosey says Starbucks. Plagano said the stuff that is made from cat poop.
I've heard about that. That's a real thing.
Vicky says Kona. I don't know. Is that a coffee?
Kona coffee.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm not familiar.
it comes from beans in Hawaii, I think, or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Greg Halverson said he's also the class of 84.
Oh.
Greg, what happened?
Hey, Greg.
Were you watching with us and then you, paused it or something? Because, I don't know why that comment came in now. All right.
When's your birthday, Greg?
Greg, when's your birthday? You are, what was it?
August 28th.
August 28th. All right, so you're
Virgo.
2.5 weeks older than my wife. Yeah. Same year, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
she's the same year. Okay.
Yeah. And we just went for her birthday.
What was her birthday? The 12th? 10th?
The 13th.
13th, okay.
Of September. So we just went last night. Her birthday gift was to go see ELO.
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw your post. That's
what a
great.
show.
That's great.
It was just too short. He only did about 90 minutes. But he's old, and he could barely move too, which made me sick. And the opening act was a band called Rooney. The lead singer is one of the sons of Talia Shire.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I thought that was interesting.
Talia Shire.
Yeah, Adrian.
Adrian.
Adrian. Yo, Adrian, you and Buckus, you. So the most expensive coffee is called Black Ivory Coffee. It's made from elephant dung.
I heard, and somebody said cat poop. There is
Right,
one
so
that.
Andy was on the right path.
Okay.
It
All right.
costs $500 per pound.
No, thank you.
You want to pay $500 per pound of elephant dung. That doesn't really make sense to me.
No.
Yeah. Is a lot of coffee made from poop?
I've just heard of it. I don't think I would ever try it.
Yeah, no.
No.
Okay. The next question. Yeah, it seems like everybody got it. Archie's Place after Edith died, right? Archie's Place. Although, I will say, according to my research, it wasn't Archie's Place. It was Archie Bunker's place.
Oh, was it?
I remember it as Archie's Place too, but I'm just telling you what my research said. I don't know if it's right or not. Let's see. Okay. Arachibutyrophobia. What did I say? Arachibutyrophobia. Arachibutyrophobia. I got it.
You got it.
Arachibutyrophobia. What is the definition? You said fear of eight-legged creatures. Bosey said fear of spiders in the butt. Andy Plagianos, Bosey says, or being afraid of spiders, and John Butera in the room. John Butera is a local comedian booker. If you can't pronounce it, we don't have to answer, says Vicky. Oh, that's a cop-out right there, Vicky.
He figured it out.
Yeah. Fremda says, being afraid your asshole is filled with spiders.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Fear of big tits, says Fremder.
No, I don't think that's right.
I don't really get that either. Vicky says, fear of whatever Plagano says. Yeah, I have that fear. But I'm going to say Andy Plagianos is Googling because he got this right. And I just find it hard to believe.
What was it?
It is the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth.
Get the heck out of town.
And he got that right.
How does that come? I was trying to break the word down. My daughter's a Latin teacher. I was trying to take the pieces and be smart about it. That's not even close.
Not even close.
Holy cow.
Except for the B-U-T, like butter.
Yeah, but wow.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow.
Yeah. Yep, that's what it is.
That's a thing.
Yeah, so you think Andy Plagianos is Googling?
How
would he know that?
Maybe he's got that fear. And he looked it up.
He's got a big giant mustache that maybe he's got the fear that the peanut butter. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. Last question, ladies and gentlemen. Last question. Name the first couple to be shown in bed together on primetime television. You said Lucy and Ricky. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Mickey Delaney said fear of rats for the last question. Sorry, I missed that. All right. Jeff Bosie says the Waltons. Plagano says Dick and Mary Tyler Moore. Rusciello says Barney and Wilma.
That would have been my second answer.
But Barney and Wilma...
Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore.
Okay.
But for some reason, I think there was a thing. I feel like Lucy and Ricky did it. But maybe I'm wrong.
Fremder says Cock and Puss. Vicky says the Petries. Who's that? Is that...
That's Mary Tyler Moore and Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And I think that's it. Okay. So it's funny that Rusciello said Barney and Wilma because Barney and Wilma were not together unless...
Fred and Wilma.
Yeah, unless that was an episode that I missed. But
that's a scandal.
But Fred and Wilma Flintstone is the correct answer.
Is it really?
Yeah. Fred and Wilma Flintstone were the first couple to be shown in bed together on primetime TV. So maybe Lucy...
I would be interested to know who the first live couple was, not cartoon couple. So we should look that up for next week.
Okay. Maybe I will do that.
Okay. I'd appreciate that.
Oh, anything for you. You brought chicken. Let's see. Clapton wouldn't let a bag of cocaine fall out the window. Oh, Fremder. Plagianos, I usually like playing categories. Why is scat in quotes? I don't get that. Andy Plagianos, I looked it up when the girls started school. The joke was that they aren't allergic, but just scared, and how there would be a table in the lunchroom for racquetball.
Yes, for kids with that is true. There was a special table for kids with peanut allergy.
Well, there you go. Rusciello, yes, I know
and
you
I'd
were...
say they can't all be allergic to peanuts. Right. I always thought that, they didn't like it or it was a fear of,
John, I knew you were kidding about Barney and Wilma, but that's why I said it's funny you say that because that was close to the right answer. But I knew you were joking, John. Thank you so much. This was one of my favorites. We had chicken.
Fun.
We got some, we got a little deep and personal here.
We did?
We did. We got a little
You learned
deep.
a lot about me here.
And I'm liking
I'll
it.
talk. I
love it.
Let the floodgates open. I'll tell you.
The first... okay, never mind. I was going to read Fremder's comment. All right, it is time for us to go.
Except for we didn't sing the Wonderama song yet.
Oh, you want to do it quick?
Of course I want to do
All right,
it.
go ahead.
You built it up.
I totally forgot.
Okay, you ready?
Still thinking about
You're going to
the
remember
20
it.
bucks. All right.
We may be young and not full grown, but we have problems of our own. Ba-da-da-da. Kids are people too. Walk-a-doo, walk-a-doo, walk-a-doo.
I forgot about that.
Though we're small, we do our best to do our thing just like the rest. Da-da-da-da. Kids are people too.
Walk-a-doo?
Yeah.
Oh.
It isn't easy
there's more. Sorry.
going all day, living and working in the games that we play. I know Frank would be singing this.
I'm sure he's singing along right now.
Doing our
Yes.
homework, learning in school, and trying to live by the golden rule. And so we hope to do our best and do our things just like the rest. Ba-da-da-da. Kids are people. Kids are people. Kids are people too. They're really, really people too. Yeah.
fantastic.
Frank and I used to do a thing at gigs where we would spend 10 minutes singing, have people yell out television theme songs, and we would sing them.
Really?
We were great at it. We did Archie and Edith. We did all the Greatest American Hero. Anything that had a theme song with words, we would sing it.
I missed that from TV shows today. Nobody has good
Nobody
theme songs
has good
anymore.
theme songs. I agree, but we
Right.
knew them all. That
Cheers.
was one thing we had. Definitely that was the thing. I know he was singing that.
Oh,
with me.
no doubt. Oh, Frank still to this day talks about the day he met Bob McAllister.
See, I just
yeah.
think that's great.
Yeah, he lives for that stuff. Wow, I'm impressed.
I
You knew
said
all
I
the
knew
words.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
I did. That's my only superpower is that I remember lyrics from 1,000 years ago.
All right, so next week I'll have to look up the first live couple, but I think also next week I'm just going to make a list of TV shows.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, all right. That'll be Yay!
That's fun.
And Frank, if you're around, come join
You
us.
should come bring a guitar, Frank, and we'll do that.
Actually, I think we did that. We may have did that with Frank once, years ago, when I had other co-hosts in here. But yeah, there you go. That was cool. That was a good show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the chicken. Thank you for being now a part of Knockem Dead Comedy, the live shows. I'm excited, really, and you were wonderful. So I'm glad you're around.
Hey, it's fun.
All right, so let's see what's going on at Governor's. Let's see, this weekend on the Governor's stage, you will see Tom Green, Eric Tartaglione, Gibran Salim, Mike Burton, Joe DeVito, Terry McNeely, Mike Tangi, Chuck Fox, Tony Landolfi, and don't forget all the great stuff we have going on. Where are we? Here we are. September 27th at the Brokerage in Belmore. We got a redneck wedding murder mystery happening there. The very next night here in the Giggle Room in Levittown, we got a trivia contest. And of course we have on October 5th, we have the Down and Outs. November 2nd, we got the Clash of the Boroughs, Mike Pacchetti and friends. And in December, we got another murder mystery, this time at McGuire's in Bohemia. And if anybody's going to be in England, don't forget Elio Pace. He's got a few dates in November where he's going to be singing some originals that he hasn't done in years because he's been doing the Billy Joel thing. So there you go. And, of course, here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, today is Tuesday. So we got Steve Beery, live with Steve Beery tonight at 7. Hershey and the Keegs tonight at 9. And they have some TikTokers, some famous TikTokers.
Oh.
Let me see. I forgot their names.
TikTok influencers.
Where is it? They have Big Al and Vicky.
Oh, okay.
Big Al and Vicky from TikTok joining Hershey and the Keegs right here in the studio tonight.
Woohoo.
So there you go. And then Coffee with the Dog tomorrow at 9. Me and Mike here tomorrow at 11. And there you go. All right. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here next
You're the
week to tell you
best.
all about my trip.
Nice. Oh, that's
I'm
right.
so
Have
excited.
a great trip.
Thank you.
Have a great trip. Safe trip. And, yeah, hope there's lots of tits.
I'm sure there will be lots to tell.
All right. Everybody enjoy the rest of their Tuesday. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.